Hey, what's going on YouTube? Marine X back at it again. And apparently before me, I have the best selling kit, EDC kit on Amazon. Now by best selling, this is not just all one kit that I purchased. This is a best selling kit. Each item in its respective category is the best selling item on Amazon. And these are kind of some minimum things I think you might need to put together a EDC kit. So I thought to myself, well, let's just buy the best selling item in every single category, because apparently they're all going to work well together in an Amazon kit. And we should be able to put something together and test these out for a couple of weeks and maybe even give some recommendations for initial thoughts and some thoughts after some time of usage. But hey, listen, first, before we jump into this #1 best-selling Amazon EDC kit, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. We would love to have a part of Battalion. If you're the type of person that likes man cave stuff, EDC stuff, survival stuff, hit that button down below. We would love to have you. You know, let's just jump into this stuff. I guess to open up some of the best-selling items, we have to use some premium EDC stuff. I'm going to use the Mini Crooked River by Benchmade. Really nice freaking EDC knife. You got some good old S30V steel and drop point. It's really from their Hunt series. Let's start with the thing that's gonna make everything a kit. I guess we don't need an unboxing knife for the bag. So first we have Waterfly Crossbody Sling Bag Day Pack. White, black. It comes in multiple colors. If you care about this type of stuff, it is made in China. Relatively, it's in your face. I guess it's a decent size. It came in an Amazon bag inside of a plastic bag. So when it comes to the unboxing experience, it's not premium. All right, so the Waterfly Crossbody Sling Bag comes in at $27.99 or 28 bucks. Don't know how many adjustment points you got here, but obviously it definitely is a crossbody sling bag. You can kind of see right here. Of course, you got this little pocket in the front. You can put a cell phone in there. You can put an ID in there. Kind of what we desire whenever we're looking for EDC type of bag is, does it have these breathable straps and anything like that? And of course, this zipper pocket here in the front, they are not YKK zippers, so you might get these caught up. But I mean, I don't know, it's a little suspect. We look inside of there's dirt. I just opened this up out of the bag, and I'm already discovering some dirt. I don't know if you can see that in there, but a little bit of dirt action already. Just opened this bad boy up. So that leads me to believe this thing's going to get dirty really easy. I did buy it brand new. I didn't buy it refurbished. There's even dirt on the front here. That same dirt bleeds through, but this whole area in the front has a little clip that you can unclip here. Waterfly, enjoy your life. Tell us about some features of the bag, but you can put whatever you want in this little front pocket. It's going to bulge the bag out some. It includes a pocket in the very front, and they have it set up to where if you want to, you can run a wired device through this hole, kind of right there through there. If you want to put a wired, I don't know, headphones or something like that, you got that option to run that through there. All right, so it looks like this thing can probably fit a iPad Pro, maybe an 11-inch iPad. I don't know if you're going to get a 13-inch laptop in this thing. It doesn't really seem like it's going to make the cut. It does have a couple of mesh side pockets on here. It's even a little breathing material on the back of the entire bag itself. And then it's just a big emptiness of you know, whatever you want to put in there, but it's just a big empty space. So you can basically organize this how you see fit. If you do pick this thing up, maybe don't get it in white. I was trying to be a little bit different by getting it in white. I mean, it came right out the package dirty. I'll reserve judgment on that. Hey, make sure you hit that like button down below. It lets YouTube know that they need to be sharing this EDC kit with other folks on YouTube. Let's jump into the knife. Let's jump in. What's EDC without a knife? This is called the Spring Assistant Men's Gift 6681. This is by Good Worker. Sweet packaging here. Comes in a box, little sayings on the back about their tools, little QR code, maybe tell you a little information about their, about their knives, gwknives.com. This is the #1 best-selling items in folding knives. And this thing is $12.99, and it comes in tons of different colors. You can get this thing in Flag USA. You can get it in camo, green camo, pink, rainbow. I got it in black. Now, the name on Amazon is ridiculously long. I mean, it's a small Spring Assistant flipper knife. It has a safety on the back, so you gotta, I guess, push this down. The safety feels clicky, so you can tell when you've unclicked it, but it doesn't feel like it's gonna be the safest. So let's disengage the lock. Flipper style knife. Has a drop point like blade. I've never understood these holes. I guess these relief cuts in blades, I don't know what they're for. So this is a 440C steel. Now, what does that mean to have 440C steel? I guess in the gauges of steel for knives, there's a budget. There's probably a mid-grade, better grade, and then there's a high grade. I would call this like a mid-grade. It's not completely budget. 440C holds its edge pretty well, and it's relatively easy to sharpen, especially the fact that this does not have a combo edge. It's not serrated. I would probably consider this S30V to be like high grade. Then if you get something here like the Mini Freak, where this comes in with some S90V steel, the Mini Freak is going to be super high end, but it's going to be harder to sharpen. Some jipping on the back here. It even has an area for your index finger to rest while you're holding the knife in this position. So that's going to keep your hand from slipping up. So if you are using this to create some kind of tinder or some kindling or something like that, that makes it a relatively easier to use it for those type of cases. Comment down below, why the hell do they put these relief cuts in knives? I've never understood this. They call this a military style knife. All the knives I were issued in the Marine Corps, K-bars, folding knives, none of them have relief cuts. I don't know what these relief cuts are for. Now, jumping into something we may have heard of before, I'm going to use my new knife to open up the rest of the items that we have here. Something you probably heard of before. This is the multi-tool. This is the Leatherman Wave Plus. The unboxing experience with Leatherman has always been pretty nice. It's always been something that you can kind of look forward to keeping the actual case or the sheath. So it comes out. Got all your instructions and stuff. Pluck them and file them. All right. So right in the box, you get the sheath and you also get the actual tool itself. Now, the Wave has a nice weight to it. And of course, I own several Leathermans. I have the Curl, the Wingman, and this is the #1 bestseller. I actually never owned the Wave Plus, and it does seem to be relatively nice. And one thing I like about it, just seeing so far, is you can access some tools from the outside. Now, you can't access every tool from the outside of the multi-tool, but you can access the little saw here. You can access the drop point blade. It's not a combo edge, so it's truly just a blade by itself. Looks like you can access a file, and is this more of an actual saw, so you can take down some little limbs. And then we open it up and you can get to the 4-in-1 pliers. And then this is how you access the remainder of the tools. The Leatherman bit holder, which uses Leatherman's proprietary bits. Looks like you get a Phillips and a slotted combo. So it looks like you get the pretty standard stuff here. You get can openers. You get a slotted screwdriver. You can also use this for prying. One thing that I do like about these that I can see is you get the scissors. You guys know how I feel about scissors. It's loaded out with some scissors. Now, if we compare this with its bigger brother here, this is the Leatherman Free P4. I think just hands down a little bit more premium of a multi-tool. One, because you can open this thing up one-handed. It's kind of more flick worthy, and it's just easier to use. This is the type of multi-tool that if you have your hand on a workpiece and you really need to keep that hand on that workpiece so that you can access it, you can open up the multi-tools and continue using it. I don't know if you can do that quite the same with the Wave. Let's check it out. Let's check this out. Decompress that, put the scissors away. Now, this is a brand new, but I got my hand on the workpiece. I mean, I guess I can kind of just... boom, I guess I got it open. I can do my job. So it's not a big deal. You see the actual pliers side by side. The P4 has a more beefy pliers on it. Now, one thing about the P4 that it does have on the Wave, I can see immediately, is you can access every single tool while the P4 is closed. What the Wave has on the free P4 that it does not have is that you cannot load this up with bits. So what you have is what you have. You got the Phillips, you got the slotted, you got the way more robust scissors. These scissors are more heavy duty. And one thing also I noticed is that this does not include a belt, any type of belt clip, no deep pocket, nothing. So this is literally getting slipped in the sheath. All right, next on my list, I have the Gearlight Tac LED flashlight. You get 2 of them in this thing. How much did I pay for this? These things were $10.35. #1 bestseller in tactical flashlights. Now, it's actually #1 bestseller in flashlights, period. Packaging is already looking a little ratchet. Check this thing out. Let's see how these go. All right. I purchased this brand new as well. Seems like there's a lot going on. All right, disappointed, we'll make it right. So hassle-free replacement, no return required. So just contact them at this email here, tell them that you're pissed, and they'll send you more flashlights. You don't even have to send the old ones back. So they give you two sets of battery tubes, 2 AAA battery holders. Those are inside the flashlight, an operation guide, and a warranty. There is a high mode, a regular mode. You can zoom in. There's a little bit of information about warranty. You get a 1-year limited warranty from the date of purchase. So let's check this out. Now, this kind of looks like a lot of other flashlights on the market. This is obviously an OEM flashlight, but I mean, #1 bestseller in flashlights. Comes with a pocket clip, comes with a lanyard. Does have the caddy here for the batteries. So just load this up with some AAA batteries. Tail operated. If it were I probably would drop the lanyard. I don't particularly like having a lanyard on my flashlights. And it's kind of big to carry this in. You're not going to be carrying this in your pocket. It's kind of big for that. But hey, $10, 2 flashlights. I mean, you know, what can we say? All right, next on the list, we have a Buffway wallet. I don't remember which color I got in this thing, but the unboxing experience is pretty mellow, but a nice little packaging. Slipped in the back. Got my brand new knife here. Just use this bad boy to make some things happen. All right, it's pretty cool. Got a little paper, but this is a kind of slip in the front type of wallet, slip in your front pocket. Looks like this thing can hold plenty of cards. $14.99, #1 bestseller in men's wallets. 12 months free replacement. Is this thing real? It's a leather wallet, according to their website. Has RFID technology, even says it on here. I don't like the fact that it says it. Like, it's kind of cheesy right here. I don't know if you can see that, but literally in the corner, it says RFID technology. So they're letting you know that they're blocking plenty of pockets. It's really stiff. I'm assuming it'll loosen up as you use it, but it looks like you can put 1, 2, 3 cards here. Obviously, we all overstuff our wallets, but if you use it as they intend, 3 cards here, 1 card behind your ID, or maybe 2 different IDs you might carry. I usually have 2 IDs on me. I usually have my VA card, and I have my driver's license. And then you can stick something here on the side, and then you can put some folded bills. All right, so next we have the Iron Flask. This is a 22-ounce water bottle. This is vacuum insulated, double-walled thermal mug. Everybody and their mom sells these things. This thing is pretty freaking big. This is not only the best seller in water bottles, but this is the best seller in sports and outdoors. So, you know, this knife is considered to be in sports and outdoors. This is the #1 seller in that entire category. Speaking of using our new knife, let's use our new sweet knife here to open up our new water bottle. This thing looks pretty beefy. I don't know how this is gonna fit in my new sling bag, but there's your additional lids. They're not trying to be sustainable with the pop wrap. All right, so installed on it when you get it out the bag, it has a nice little funky color to it. It's like this wavy blue color. Iron Flask, the flask, you can feel it as you run your fingers across it. Has a straw lid on the front. So built-in carabiner right there. If you want to hook this directly to a bag, the straw's in there. I mean, they're giving you all sorts of crap for freaking $24.95. It is definitely double-walled. You got some stickers. It says you got this. Looks just like every other double-walled freaking drinkware that you can buy. These other lids, check these things out. All right, so this other one here, you slip this over and you can twist this one on. And then you have the more traditional flip top. It's pretty sweet. So more the flip top if you want to use that. Me personally, I probably will use the complete screw off, because this makes cleaning this a lot easier, because the only part where my mouth will contact will be the actual bottle. This thing here, you know, you got to clean. That's just weird, slipping that in the mouth, giggity. And then this one, this is just always gets complicated to clean that. So we'll use this top. But I mean, $24.95. I do like the fact that they give you multiple lids when just purchasing it. Usually I use Hydro Flask, I use Yukon Trail, I use Yeti, Arctic. You gotta buy, if you want a different lid, you gotta shell out some bucks just to get the different lid. So we're gonna put that in our new sweet bag. All right, so now we need writing utensils. It's not EDC if you cannot write. We got the Paper Mate. These are the #1 bestseller in gel ink pens. There's some #1 bestseller in ballpoint, and I particularly don't like writing with ballpoint. These are $13.44, and you get 14 freaking pens. We'll test this out on our sweet notebook. So the notebook is the Paper Age lined notebook. This thing is $9.95. I usually prefer the grid squares or the dotted, but this is the #1 bestseller in hardcover executive notebooks. So let's get this thing open real quick. This was $9.95, comes in tons of different colors, 160 pages, lay flat design, has an expandable inner pocket, obviously has a little keeper on here, so you can keep this thing closed. Obviously, out of all of these, I'm going to be carrying the black, which means my freaking daughter just had a W because she's going to get her pick of all these other freaking pens. Thing feels pretty good in the hand. I'm used to premium pens like these tactile turns here. The Nebula is like a $200 pen, or the Trailhead, which actually just came out a couple of days ago. Side click, boat actions, all that good stuff. So I'm used to that type of stuff. But I mean, just to have a nice normal pen that I won't be worried about losing. We're going to see how that goes as well. All right, so these are called Carabiners. I need Carabiners because, yeah, this water bottle probably can slip in one of those pockets on the side of my bag. But what if I want to just quickly hook this to the outside of the bag or something like that? So the #1 bestseller climbing locking carabiners, because that's the category, is the Rhino Products DUX. If you care about this stuff, it is made in China. You get 2 of them. They're $7.99. Now, these are the #1 category for climbing carabiners. I don't know if these are rated for climbing, but they give you some slip lock key rings, so you can put some. It's really designed if you want to hook like some poop bags. They purport these are for like walking your dog or whatever. But if you want to, you need some extra rings for your keys, they give you that. These are together. Let's use our wave here to bust out the scissors. I do like the fact that the free P4 is a little bit easier to get to the scissors, but whatever. We're not gonna knock it. This feels like every other locking carabiner I've ever bought from REI. It doesn't feel super robust or anything like that, but satisfying sound. So if you need some fidget type stuff. Okay, that's enough of that. We'll see how this goes, man. I can just tell you just my initial thoughts of each product. At this notebook is definitely a go. It's an easy recommendation. If they got it in grid lines or bulleted, I would buy it in that instead. Now the flashlight, I'm gonna load this up with some AAA batteries. I might even have an 18650 laying around. Actually, what we'll do is I'm gonna put this on a slip pocket on the outside of the bag, because if I need my flashlight, I wanna get to it pretty quick. I am gonna get rid of the dang on lanyard. And I got my carabiner. Put this on the front of the bag here. So that way, while I'm wearing this bad boy, let's see if I can fit this water bottle in here. If this is gonna be entirely too big. It's a big boy. It fits on this side. All right, so we got our water bottle here. That looks completely uncomfortable. Let's put this thing on. All right, doesn't feel like the most comfortable thing. Now, super petty central, I don't like loading my sling bags over my left arm. I like putting them over my right. It does have these 2 little hooks on the bottom, which will allow you to switch it around. Let's see if it will allow me to. I like to put my right arm through my slings. All right, just looking at this thing, you're not gonna be able to put it through a right arm. It looks like it's centered, but putting your right arm through only makes it a front carry sling. This is the #1 best-selling kit on Amazon, period. Can't get better than this thing. I guess for, a little bit less than around $200, you have a relatively complete EDC kit. Now you got to kind of do it, throw in your charging cables, your power bricks, your electronic devices, but you're ready to rock and roll with this thing. My initial thoughts, just my recommendations right out the back. I personally probably wouldn't get this sling bag. It seems like you can only put it through your left shoulder if you want to wear it on the back, and your right shoulder if you want to front carry it. Not a big deal. This is a first world problem, but I would probably look into Tom Talk, usually around 41 bucks. You can get it on sale a little bit cheaper than that. It has multiple sizes. That's just because I prefer to have a more horizontal sling than vertical. And the fact that the sling came dirty is kind of a little turnoff for me, but we'll see how that goes. The branding's kind of right in your face on the front of the bag. This kind of screams steal me. Like if you do leave this is the one thing someone is going to go for maybe your items, but you know, we'll kind of leave that there. The flashlights, they are freaking humongous. If you are looking for a flashlight that's a little bit more chunky, you know, then you know, it is what it is. You probably can pick these up if you just really want to get yourself a flashlight. It's a pretty good deal. I mean, you're getting 2 flashlights. This water bottle seems like it's gonna be a freaking winner. Fact is, coming with multiple lids, all that type of stuff. Comment down below, man, is this the type of kit that you could see yourself with? Maybe even giving somebody as a basic EDC kit? Comment down below. I would love to know your thoughts. All right, so we're gonna use this thing for a couple weeks just to see what it's like, so I can get a full opinion about it. And it's gonna be, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be a little difficult for me. This bag is just giving me all sorts of, I'm gonna give it 7 days. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. You'll see posts of me actually wearing and using this kit so I can give you my thoughts. And to have to carry this knife for 7 days, I know it's gonna be a box opening monster, but for the other little EDC tasks that I tend to use it with, I don't know how I feel about it yet, but we'll see how it goes. Make sure you follow me down below so you can know how the actual using of this kit goes if this is your first time stopping by. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure you hit that button down below. We'd love to have you part of the battalion. For everyone else, we'll speak soon.